2ヶ月から。もう終わっちゃう。終わっちゃう。ああ。引っ張れるところがなくなる。はいよ。届きません。体重を持って出てた。あった。
You don't have to tell me how it feels to be alone. I wanna tell me for your dreams. You are such a pretty girl, and I'd like to know about the things you really miss. And I try not to look around you as you speak, but I can keep my eyes off your lovely feet. It's been a while since the last time I met a girl like you, and I'm as happy as can be. Looking at the mirror, I see the biggest smile. Hardly can believe that it is me. And I try not to spoil our talk with silly jokes. And if you like, I hold my breath until it stops. Girl, I hope you feel the same. If you know I'm the one to blame, if you won't just take your time and go away, I will stay. Girl, I hope you feel